Percy is a green engine. He's a funny engine and likes playing jokes. These jokes get him into trouble sometimes. One day he was being very cheeky indeed. "Hurry up, Gordon, the train's ready." Gordon thought that he was late and came rushing out of the sheds. But when he got out of the sheds, he found a dirty line of trucks. "Ha ha!" laughed Percy, and ran away with the trucks. Instead of going back to the sheds, Gordon went to a siding and thought on how to pay Percy out. "Stay in the shed today," Percy said one morning to James. "Sir Topham Hatt will need to see you." James was a conceited engine. He said, "Sir Topham Hatt knows I'm a fine engine, ready for anything. He wants me to pull a special train." So James stayed where he was, and nothing his driver and fireman could make him move. The other engines grumbled dreadfully. They had to do James's work as well as their own. At last, an inspector arrived. "Show a wheel, James," he said. "You can't stay here all day." "Sir Topham Hatt told me to stay here," said James. "He sent a message this morning." "He did not," said the inspector. "How could he? He's away for a week." "Oh," said James. "Oh! Where's Percy?" he said angrily. Percy had wisely disappeared. When Sir Topham Hatt came back, he did see James and Percy. Both engines wished he hadn't. Both engines wished he hadn't. James and Gordon wanted to pay Percy out. But Percy kept out of their way. One morning, however, he was so excited that he forgot to be careful. "I say, you engines," he said. "Sir Topham Hatt told me to take a stone of trucks down to Thomas's branch line. He must know that I'm a really useful engine to do the job." "More likely he wants you out of the way," said James rudely. But Gordon gave James a wink. "Ah, yes," said James. "You were saying, Gordon?" "James and I were just speaking about signals," he said. "We can't be too careful about signals, but need I say that to a really useful engine like you, Percy?" Percy felt flattered. "Oh, why, of course not," he said. "We have spoken of backing signal," said James. "They need extra care. You want me to explain everything? No thanks, James, said Percy. I'll do it by myself. And he puffed away, while James and Gordon exchanged winks. But secretly, Percy felt a little worried. I wonder what backing signals are, he said to himself. But he couldn't be worried any longer. Never mind, he said. I'll manage. He puffed crossly to his trucks and felt better. However, when he approached a station, he noticed a signal. Brother, he said, it's a danger. And he started to slow down. Oof, oof, cried his trucks. Percy waited for the signal to go down. Its arm moved up instead of down. Percy had never seen a signal do that before. He was surprised. Then he thought, down means go and up means stop. So up or still must mean go back. I know, it's one of those backing signals. How clever am I? Come on, Percy, said his driver. Let's go. But Percy wouldn't move, so his driver had to make him go back. I am clever, he said. The driver doesn't know about backing signals. Whoa, Percy, stop! You're going the wrong way. But it's a backing signal, said Percy. But it's a backing signal, Percy protested, and he told his driver about Gordon and James. His driver laughed and told him about signals that point straight up. You silly engine, he said. You must know better to listen to engines like them. You're right. Let's just get out of here before they see us. But he was too late. Gordon swept by with the express and saw the whole incident. Oh, groaned Percy, and he set off once again. But that night, the three big engines talked about signals. They thought the subject a great joke. They laughed and laughed and thought the subject was so funny. But Percy, on the other hand, thought the three engines were being very silly and immature indeed.